What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. So today we're just going to do a nice short one. It's cold, it's wet, it's rainy. I don't got a whole lot of energy to do this, so basically all we're going to be doing is getting the marker lights wired up, and then I'm just going to call it a day after doing the markers. Shouldn't take me too long. Shouldn't, you never know, but shouldn't take me too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and get things rolling. I got to mount the ones on the other side and then just wire them all up. The most pain in the ass part, which y'all might not have to do this, but my wire coming off my markers is short and I don't want to be stretching my wires over to meet it. So I need to solder some extensions onto the marker lights, and that's probably gonna be the most time consuming part, but either way, let's go ahead and get going. All right, let's mount this stuff up. All right, those are mounted up. Let's go ahead and get to soldering. All right, so two things when you're wiring these marker lights up. First is you need to make sure you actually have your harness grounded to your frame, because that's how these ground, is just to the frame. And so if you don't have your harness grounded, you're not going to get a good ground to it. Sit. The other thing is when you're wiring up the power, so there's two ways to do it. What I'm going to be doing is actually just T-tapping into my tail light wire, my running light wire. You can run new wires to them, but it just depends really what you're trying to do. I got 8 down the line. It's a lot of new wire to run just for the marker lights. So I'm just going to be T-tapping into my existing tail light wire, but y'all can run separate wires if you want to. Sit. Sit. Let's go ahead and get going. Alright, so on this last one, since I wired up these tail lights, what I'm going to do is tie this ground into the ground for the marker light there. So, alright, and I'm going to do the same on that side. Let's carry on. Alright, so you might have noticed I didn't wire extensions on these taillights, and that's because basically I'm right here at the end. It's not really going to affect too much to do it this way, and so I'm just going to stretch it over, whereas up there I need it to be straighter. Oh, sit, baby girl. Sit. 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 You're not sitting. Sit. Good girl. Let's carry on. All right, that's the last one. Next time I go ahead and run the T-taps, and I mean really that should be it for the day. So all right, let's go ahead and run these T-taps. All right, so got one more on this side, and I'm gonna test them and go from there. Move. Stop eating random shit, dog. All right, let's test it. Things lighting up like Christmas. All right, we're getting somewhere, people. All I gotta do, wire up this side, we can call it a day. So let's go ahead and finish this up. All right, let's go ahead, wire this side, call it a day. Temperature's dropping and I'm cold. I don't want to be out here anymore. So let's finish this. All right, that should be all of them. One more test, make sure. Not y'all, so I wanted to wait till it was darker to basically show you everything lit up, but finally done the wiring side. Got a few more things to finish up before this trailer's done, but wiring's finally done. Thanks for sticking with me. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and if there's something that you're working on, drop it in the comments. If I'm working on it too, maybe I can help you out. And either way, have a good weekend, have a good work week, and I'll see you all on the next one.